Hello everyone, welcome back to the Bushcraft channel. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about this wonderful stuff. This is Chaga. It's described as a nutrient-rich superfood. You make it into a tea, by the way. Yeah, so it's packed with vitamins, micronutrients and all of that kind of good stuff. And it's supposed to have all kinds of positive effects on your health. It's supposed to be able to treat and prevent cancer. It's supposed to help to slow down the aging process. I could have done with finding that out about 20 years ago. It's supposed to lower cholesterol. It's supposed to support your immune system. It's anti-inflammatory. It can lower your blood sugar levels. And yeah, that's quite an amazing list. I think if you look on the internet, you can find some even longer lists. It's also good for fire lighting. It's quite good well, quite good. It can be really good for friction fire lighting, and yeah. So the outside stuff that's black, that's not much good for fire lighting. What you want is the yellowish colour stuff, the yellowy orange stuff from underneath. I'll show you some pictures, some film, so you can see how it grows on the tree. So what you're looking for is a burnt looking growth, and once you remove the surface you'll get the orangey colour. It can grow up to the size of a football, and they grow in birch trees all over the northern forests. The easiest way to remove them is with an axe. Yeah, I was just saying I'll maybe make some tea out of this future video. Pick that up later. So this tree is pretty much very nearly dead, by the way, so I'm not hurting the tree. The fungus will hopefully grow back eventually. It probably doesn't have much time because birch rots quite quickly. So fire lighting with Chaga, you can get it to take a much finer spark, as if you use a saw and make some sawdust. I've got some quite small pieces there, and I've got some bigger lumps. Oh. There we go. Can you see that? We've got a little bit of an ember there. So you can put that in a bird's nest. And the beauty of this stuff is it tends not to go out at all. So I don't tend to use it for fire lighting much. I tend to use it for making a brew. Yeah, so obviously with a ferro rod, there's lots and lots of materials you could use around this area rather than Chaga, which don't necessarily involve a bird's nest and going through all of that palaver. With a flint and steel, there's better options, but for one that you can get straight off the trees here and just dry out a little bit, 100% natural, without doing any charring or any preparation, it's good for that. But yeah, you saw with the ferro rod, it didn't take a spark immediately. and yeah, so with a cooler spark, it's actually quite hard work. Okay, so let's make a cup of tea. So, what do you do with chaga? Well, if you want to make a tea, it takes quite a lot of the mushroom, or quite a lot of boiling, to make the tea reasonably strong. If you boil it, it's supposed to ruin some of the medicinal properties. So what I do is I put it in a flask. It just lets it stew for a little bit longer. Or as if I'm camping in colder temperatures, I make it in an Nalgene bottle, and with the Nalgene bottle I put it in my sleeping bag. It'll keep me warm all night, and the next morning I've got chaga tea. So this has maybe not been stored for quite as long as I'd like, but there it goes. Wow. Okay, I've just knocked my flask over, so I'll edit that bit out. But there you are, take a look at that. So that's been in the flask maybe now for about 2 hours. What does it taste of? Quite hard to describe, really. It's not the nicest tea I've ever had. Could maybe do with a bit of sugar, a bit of honey, but it's by no means unpleasant. It's just nice to drink something, really, at the moment. It's quite a chilly day, nice to have something hot. Well, thank you very much for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever, and I'll see you again next time for another Kookily Bushcraft video. Bye for now.